And if you are looking for free money, the time has come. There is a grant program that we just released that is giving $10,000 of a grant. You heard that right. $10,000 of a grant to first-time homebuyers who meet certain criteria. Now, there's a limited amount of money for this program. The best news is it can be tied with other programs. So it can be tied with Dream for All. It can be tied with Cal HAFA's My Home Down Payment Assistance Program. It could be tied with the GSFA down payment assistance programs. It can be tied with a normal loan, just doing a traditional loan with your own down payment money. There are so many ways we can put this together, and I am super, super excited to talk to you about it. So you're going to want to get all of the details about whether it works for you. I'm going to go through what the rules are, but you're going to want to get a copy of the spreadsheet I'm about to show you so that you can put in the county you're buying in, the family size, and you can put in your income to determine if you meet the criteria. And then there's a bunch of other rules that you have to meet as well. So make sure to click the link that's either on the screen or down below, or maybe there's a QR code floating over my head that will take you to the page that you can get this spreadsheet, and then you can fill it out and figure out, are you eligible for this money? So let's go ahead and dive in. Again, limited amount of funds. So the money is soon, you cannot reserve the money until you get an offer accepted on a home. And then it's about 2 weeks after that, once we've got your file processed through the grant provider. So if the money is running low, we might get you in contract thinking we're getting the 10 grand, and then you end up, they run out of money right as they were about to approve your money. So this is definitely a timely thing that we need to move on quickly. So let me share with you how this works. So first and foremost, only for properties in California. Sorry for my viewers that are outside of California. This program works in any county in the state of California. So the first thing you're going to do when you look at this spreadsheet is you're going to fill in what county you're in. So it's got a drop down on all of the counties. And then you're going to fill in how many people are in your household. Now, the key here is it's everybody, adults, children, grandma and grandpa, anybody who's going to live in the house. Now, the more people that are living in the house, don't lie, but the more people that are living in the house, the better off you are, because that means you can have more income. The income limit is higher. So this income limit's not just based on the county, it's based on the number of people in the house. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. The income limit is based upon household income. That's everybody in the house. So that means if grandma's moving in with you, but she's not going to be on the loan, we still have to count her income to determine if we exceed the income limit. So remember that. All right. So you're going to pick 1 to 8 people in the household. If there's more than 8, if there's more than 8, then we use the income for the family of 8. But bottom line, let's say you're a family of 4. So it already told me right here, Alameda County, family of 4, the maximum household income is $186,850. If you are buying in Calaveras County, it's $115,450. So you're going to need this spreadsheet in order to know the family size and the county you're buying in to determine what the maximum income is. And then you need to plug in the income for everyone in your household. So you're going to look at this and you're going to say, okay, well, I know that obviously you can see, hey, if we make less than 115,000, we're good. But I just want to make it easier for you. So you can type in, yep, we make $98,000. And therefore it says, cool, you meet the income limits. Or you say, wait, no, I make $125,000. Nope, you exceed the income limits. Therefore, you're not eligible. So let's assume that we're back in Alameda County, and then that $125,000 meets the income limits, no problem. Now you have to meet all of the program rules. So I just made it simple here. You got to say true or false to each one of these things. Little hint here, they all have to be true. The biggest thing is this program is designed for people who are part of an underserved community. Now, this could get argumentative, and you could say that's not fair. I didn't write the rules to the program, but the program requires that someone on the loan must meet one of these 3 criteria. So the 3 criteria are a person of color, a person with a disability, physical, cognitive, or mental, or a member of the LGBTQ plus community. So one person on the loan, not one person in the house, one person on the loan must meet one of these three criteria. So if you cannot say true to that, then you don't meet the criteria. But you have to say true to all of these. The second one, they're only using it for needs-based people, meaning if you're going to have more than $20,000 left over between all of your assets, now we're not talking cars here, but your other assets, your checking account, your savings account. Actually, I don't know if 401k counts. I got to check that. But your stocks and bonds, if you have more than 20 grand left over, you don't need their money. That's their opinion. So therefore, you can't get the grant. So you have to have no more than 20,000 left over. Has to be for a primary residence. You must be represented by a member of the California Association of Realtors. So you have to be using a buyer's agent. You can't do a for sale by owner for this grant. You also have to be cautious if you're buying new construction, because some new construction agents are members of the California Association of Realtors. Some are not. So be careful, because you have to be represented by a member of the California Association of Realtors. You have to be buying a single family home, manufactured home or mobile home, as long as it's on land, secured properly to land is okay. You can buy a condo, you can buy a PUD, and you can buy up to a 4-unit property. So you can actually buy a 1 to 4 unit property. What you can't buy, what it's really saying is you can't be buying a manufactured home in a park. Okay. Pretty much anything else is considered traditional financing. And then all buyers have to be first-time home buyers. The last thing I'll tell you about this, and I didn't put it on here, you have to be doing what's considered a traditional type of loan. So a traditional type of loan means you can't be doing a bank statement loan. You can't be doing a no-doc loan. You got to be doing something that's backed by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, or VA. The down payment assistance loans are backed by those four entities. So if you're doing a traditional loan, you're great. If you're doing a non-traditional loan, you're not so great. And the final thing, just to remind you, what is the definition of a first-time home buyer? You cannot have, for this program, it is you cannot have had ownership of any real estate anytime in the last 3 years. So if you owned a rental property, if you own a rental property now, some programs still consider you to be a first-time home buyer. CalHFA, for example, does, but this grant does not. So you've got to understand the rules. I will help you understand the rules. Just got my spreadsheet, and it says you qualify. It does not guarantee that you qualify. This is just a tool to help you figure out, can you get some free money? This is forgiven immediately. You never have to pay it back. You do need to intend to occupy for the next 3 years, but it's forgiven immediately. So this is a huge opportunity to help you get into a home with a lot less cash out of pocket. Definitely click the link or scan the QR code that's likely floating above my head and get this spreadsheet so that you can determine if you meet the guidelines to qualify for this 10 grand. Thanks so much. By the way, if you have any questions about this or anything else, make sure to reach out to me as well. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Bye-bye.